Leinster and Gloucester, folks, 57 points to nil. That's a big old hiding. Probably not the best look for the competition when you got a game like this. And I probably should have watched the other game, which was the Sharks and Bordeaux, because that was a wee bit closer than 57 nil. But I didn't watch Leinster's game against Racing last week, so I thought, oh well. Let's have a look. Leinster and the Gloucester team's got a few big guns in it. No. Gloucester apparently decided to give a few of the big guns a rest for the away trip to Dublin. And that is duly reflected on the scoreboard. So none of the guys that I expect to see, like some of the international guys like Hastings and Carreras, Alemano, like, some of the Argentinian guys, and I don't know, there's some talent in the Gloucester squad, but none of them. Well, I mean, 12 Trees was playing. I don't know how old he is now, but he's getting on. I like Billy 12 Trees, but yeah, hard day at the office, and it was always going to be. As soon as I saw that Gloucester lineup, I was like, maybe I should switch over, but I'm committed, so I'll finish the game. Leinster didn't start that well. It was a wee bit scrappy for like the first 10 minutes. Leinster lost a line out, Gloucester's scrum was getting hammered, so it was, like I say, like still getting into things. But once Leinster finally got that first try, it kind of just broke the dam, and then things were just going one direction. I mean, the first try from Leinster, where Doris, who gets man of the match, ends up just kind of pinching loose ruck ball from Gloucester. It was really amazing reaction times. So kind of like not a relentless Leinster maul try or a bunch of phases try, like a genuine kind of heads up counter-attacking play try. That was the one that started things. Lowe's the one who's able to finish that one off. Great white ball conversion hits the post, so 5-0. But like I said, that's the one that starts the breaking of the Gloucester defence. I mean, the next one, Gloucester error at the kickoff, which is not ideal, especially when you're away to Leinster playing your B team, leads to a scrum. The scrum gets hammered, leads to a penalty, leads to a line out. It's another penalty that leads to a maul. Josh van der Fleer goes over. So, all from that kickoff, you're not doing yourself any favours, Gloucester. Doesn't help that they've lost a couple of players kind of injured in the first 10-15 minutes as well. A maul try. Leinster goes over. Kelleher gets his first of two, 17-0. It looked like on the half an hour mark, finally, Gloucester's going to have a chance. Finally, Leinster's made an error. McGrath has kicked it out on the full. And Gloucester are going to have some field position in Leinster territory. No, because the Gloucester guy, forget who it was, couldn't keep his hands off the ball as it was going into touch, so he got a finger to it. So even that ends up being Leinster ball. Nothing going right for Gloucester. And a couple of minutes later, Leinster score. It's a line-out move. Oh, this one was actually chalked off, though. The line-out move to McGrath and then back to Keller because it didn't go 5 metres. And, me and the number 9 was absolutely flattened by Kelleher. So, yeah, that was unfortunate for him. But, that try did get chalked off. So look for that, maybe one thing going Gloucester's way. But then as soon as that goes their way, they get yellow carded about a minute later when Walker's tackling Van der Fleer and it's a bit of head-on-head. The referee was speaking French because it was an all-French officiating team. I don't speak French, but I understood enough French to know that he was saying he was passive in the tackle. So it's a yellow card rather than red. And then 15v14, as if Leinster aren't doing well enough against 15 players with an extra man advantage. Bunch of phases after them all, and the try had to come. Ryan gets that one. Yeah, it's looking pretty brutal. So, You're thinking they're going to go into the halftime sheds with that scoreline, Gloucester, but again, they managed to kind of shoot themselves in the foot when Nato kicks it long and Gloucester take it into touch, but it's only a few seconds before the clock goes into the red, so there's still time to play. So Leinster get free attacking ball down Gloucester's end, which is kind of not what you need. And Kelleher is able to go over as the clock ticks over into like the 41st minute of the first half. Not a hand delayed on him. Pretty brutal stuff. So 31-0. The commentary team I had, they're trying to talk things up. So, well, Gloucester did manage to come back in one game against Wasps earlier in the season when they were down by 20-odd points. And it's like, well, yeah, that's not the same. And to be fair, the other commentator dismissed it like out of hand. Like, yeah, nah, don't be silly. That's not going to happen here. And then the conversation kind of trailed over into basically how bad this game is a look for the competition, because it's a bit of a training run, for the Leinster guys. Territory is 59-41. Possession 64-36. Clean breaks 3-0. Defenders beaten 11-2. It's all Leinster. And it continues, man. Lowe almost gets the second half underway with a try, but he does have a wee foot in touch. The commentary team I had somehow managed to fail to see that his foot was in touch, but it seemed to be pretty clearly in touch right before he took the jump into the air. But, I mean, he's going to get one later anyway. Another Gloucester yellow card when their scrum is getting manhandled, and McGrath gets a try with advantage. So, good to get on the board on 45 minutes. Lowe does get his next one about 10 minutes later. Ringrose to McCarthy in the build-up. Doris with the try assist. 45-0. And then Leinster go a little bit off the boil. Like, there's a little bit of a period from the Lowe 54-minute try. Like, the next one we don't get is until 75. So, Gloucester have got a bit of a period where they don't concede any points. This is literally like the brightest spark of the game for them. Like Leinster knocking it on. McCarthy did get a nice intercept though, and they went close. I mean, eventually when Sexton's come on a bit later, they managed to kick a 50-22. Sheehan gets an offload to Lama, who's come on with those dancing feet of his, and it makes it 50. Terrible conversion attempt from Sexton, but he gets the last one. Jake Morris went as close as Gloucester went. He probably should have scored, man. He's one-on-one with Sexton going for the line. Basically just runs straight into him and loses the ball. The referee initially seemed to award the try, but he spilled it before it got anywhere near the line. So it's a dropout. Sexton gets the try-saving tackle. So well done, mate, off the bench. One last one at the death for Leinster sees Doris, as I mentioned, man of the match. He's gone off for an HIA, but he passes it and comes back on. 82 minutes, and yeah, man, the Leinster pack is just too strong. So, stats 465 to 181 as the run meters, clean break 7-1, defenders beaten 21-11, tackling percentage 91% Leinster, 77% Gloucester, penalties conceded 14 by Gloucester, 5 by Leinster. So, like I said, bit of a training run. Not that much in it for the Leinster guys. It's a big win, big bonus point. They got a team stacked full of depth, but I'm not sure what good this game does for either team, really. The Gloucester fringe guys just get their morale trodden on by getting a big old hiding, and yeah, the Leinster guys just get a big bonus point win without having to put in too much effort. The commentary team I had, again, did mention, like, when you come to the knockout stages, you don't want to be underdone by having played weaker teams in the build-up, so that's probably a fair point. James Lowe, 80 run metres, 2 clean breaks, 2 tries. Joe McCarthy, 55 metres, not bad. Kelleher beats 3 defenders, gets a couple of tries. Jake Pelledri, I'm glad to see that guy back playing because he was out for so long injured. 8 carries, top Gloucester carrier, 13 tackles, top Gloucester tackler in what was a pretty hard day at the office. So, yeah, next time these teams play is at the reverse venue, so it's at the Kingsholm. In January, and hopefully Gloucester pick their best team for that one, because, like I said, 57-0. I mean, I've been watching the Champions Cup to know there's been bigger results in this one. This is not by no means the biggest result you'll see, but yeah, man, it's just not a great look, is it? 57-0. Champions Cup supposed to be the top teams, but when you send a B team to Leinster, you get done, and that is the case. So there you go, folks. If you guys have any thoughts, and yeah, I'll touch you guys again soon. Oh, I should say, if you're in the States, these games are all on Flow Rugby. Flow Rugby. They got all the rugby for you guys in America, so check the link down in the description. Should have mentioned that at the start. Take care, folks. See you later. Bye.